Hello, and welcome back to Coin Lady channel. I'll be covering all things relating to the cryptocurrency market in this video. One thing to note right off the bat is that XRP is still holding strong above the 60-cent region as of this video's filming. Additionally, there is a crucial level that should be monitored, according to many specialists. It would be 85 cents, and I'll talk about this further later in the movie. Plus, I've overheard more than one expert speculating on the possible values of 83 and 45. That range seems to have been emphasized by a number of analysts, and all they say is that beyond that point, there isn't much opposition. Therefore, is it necessary to break that resistance? Carrying on with the positive? To find out, we will have to wait and watch. After that, how much time will it take to reach that location? Assuming Bitcoin maintains its upward trajectory, the likelihood increases significantly. However, there is an analyst who believes that there might be a slight decline in the near future, but it is not significant enough to cause panic if he is right. To set the record straight before we continue, I am not a financial advisor and I do not have any prior experience in this area. By the way, you shouldn't base any purchases or sales on what I say, okay? For fun and as a pastime, I create videos on YouTube discussing cryptocurrency and related subjects. I'm just an enthusiast. Thus, I filmed this video. Bitcoin is worth $37,497 or 61 cents on the XRP. Despite the news that Kraken is facing a lawsuit from the SEC, the markets remain remarkably unaffected. That was covered extensively in my last video. If you want to know more about it, watch that one instead. In case you missed it, I recently published the thoughts of numerous XRP community attorneys on how insane it is that this accounts for even half of the total, given that they just reached a $30 million settlement with them earlier this year, returning for the second round. A score of 71 out of 100 was achieved by the Crypto Fear and Greed Index. I don't want to bore you with the details, but return analyst Rakesh Gupta of Cointelegraph knows that TAs usually try to avoid doing that. I should mention that he thinks that XRP might potentially approach the 85-cent level in the near future. This is one of the probable negative situations, and I've always admitted that Bitcoin's direction is uncertain. Regardless, it is usually necessary to do so before we become overly enthusiastic. Despite the fact that it has always been necessary. Yes, XRP has had its own independent runs, within that context, yes, but not when discussing runs to new all-time highs. I won't name names of all the analysts that say this, but I have mentioned a few who have made comments along these lines in the past week or two, so it's worth considering the 85 level. I'll come back to it a bit later. And I can't help but notice that. So, I'm crossing my fingers that they're right and that we'll really see some fireworks here when that threshold is hit. If you still think Bitcoin will reach a new all-time high this year, you should check out this post from renowned crypto chart analysts. He did say that a little setback is likely in the near future. However, I do intend it to sound somewhat like a small one. View this now. I am unable to create a video at this time because I am currently traveling. A wick down and subsequent recovery are in line with the more bullish blue squiggle, so that's my brief analysis of Bitcoin. Since then, though, there has been a measured ascent. In a moment, I will expand the chart to fill the entire screen. Therefore, we cannot rule out the possibility of a further correction just yet, as the next impetus has not yet begun. At the local highs of 378 to 38,000, we have liquidation resting. I think we'll hold off on that until we witness a full-blown breakout, at which point we'll liquidate and continue to correct downwards to my bottom goal, the green box at roughly $36,000. Right now, I'm leaning more toward the second option. So, this is the graph he was talking about. So if you're talking $35,000 or more, I assume you all recall that Bitcoin was relatively stable during the summer? After an extensive investment of almost $25,000, everything is looking good, but he is still not convinced that we will see another significant surge. None of that matters because he already addressed it in a post the day prior, thus his macro view remains unaffected. It remains undamaged. This post by chart analysts followed. I don't know what it is about Thanksgiving weekend, but in recent years, it has happened more often than not. At several instances in 2022, we have witnessed a quite significant decline. In 2021, Bitcoin falls 5%, in 2020, it falls 10%, and in 2020, it falls 17%. Those are all perfectly reasonable. Having some dry powder on hand to capture any dips, should the trend hold, might not be a terrible idea, though, because there were some decent sell-offs across alts with them. You know what? I happen to have some dry powder on hand. And if it happens, so too. To tell you the truth, I'm likely going to use it. According to crypto experts, this could be the case, but it would be interesting to see if the trend persists for another year. This is a specific metric, not a price, that has reached a new all-time high for Bitcoin, but because we've been trending upward, it will be a blip on the radar. Take a look at this chart, which represents the percentage of the Bitcoin supply from the last act, which was over a year ago. The proportion of Bitcoins in circulation that have remained unchanged for at least a year has risen to 70%, and analysts will soon commit to writing about it. At last. Holy cow! People are now considering that. Rent for Bitcoin is now at our level at the time of recording. We are at a price of $130,700, and more than 70% of that amount is still not moving. Wow, that's amazing. What makes this place strong is the conviction of the long-term holders. Perhaps you share my enthusiasm for XRP. A tremendous indication of strength, though, is that Bitcoin is leading the way. That is absolutely insane, even though it's only one metric. According to the cryptocurrency analyst and trader known as XRP needs to break out of its current range of 85 cents before making any significant gains. The levels of strong support and resistance that Greg Crypto will be keeping an eye on for XRP charts are highlighted. The analyst has also predicted a remittance token, quote, a mega pump, but has cautioned traders to be on the lookout and to divide up their holdings wisely over the coming weeks. The post claims that XRP has found solid support inside the symmetrical triangle pattern and the Gaussian channel. XRP has established strong support at 50 cents, with additional support ranging from 54 to 55 cents. In the meantime, analysts have noted that 60 cents is the threshold for XRP support. I'll pause here to mention that in previous posts, Eager in Crypto has said that it's plausible that XRP could dip to the mid-50s something cent region, so 54 or 55 cents. He seems to be getting some crap for saying that. No, dude, he says. As of now, I remain an XRP bull. Understood in the graphs. It is possible for this to occur. However, he is merely mentioning that it will be retested. That was his only intention in saying that. However, he maintains his belief in the short term, which is likely to be positive as the piece progresses. Greg Crypto has cautioned that XRP must overcome 83 to 85 cents before it can launch a breakout to the upside, despite the fact that XRP has built strong support at these levels. In addition, Greg Crypto, pointed out that the remittance token charts show that the particular points of resistance are the boundaries of a symmetrical triangle pattern. In the long run, he thinks $27 is still a reasonable price to aim for. This is not an absurdly high sum, in my opinion. I mean, I'm more bullish on the 10 to 12 range. After all, the blockchain backer has been saying and asking for this for quite some time, and the prospect of $27 getting hit doesn't sound ridiculous, does it? Everyone, it's crypto. Before it soared to $70,000, Bitcoin was worth less than $1. The most enjoyable face melt in our species' history will finally happen when XRP rips. We've had to wait so long and endure so much, but it will be worth it. However, XRP is continuing its historical pattern of market correlation. But now that the law has made its intentions clear, XRP is free to do as it pleases. We can observe these changes in the response in terms of institutional money flowing into XRP, which has changed due to whale accumulation. Some of that preceding material seemed to us as a vote of confidence that XRP would be alright. However, following that, there was a noticeable increase. Thus, XRP's permanence is crystal evident. Everything is going to go berserk when this thing goes, and I simply cannot wait to see how it looks. Therefore, I'm crossing my fingers that the 85 sitting level is broken and that there is a significant increase. My friends, only time will tell. It would be extremely foolish of you to base your investments on my advice, because I am not a financial advisor. It's all over today. Please like and subscribe my channel. See you later, bye.